All right, we've spent a lot of time on the theory, but today is all about the payoff. We're here to answer one simple question: how can you actually use game theory to win at life? Let's dive in. So, you've learned the rules of the game. That's great. But let's be real. What good are the rules if you don't actually know how to win? That's what this is all about. We are officially moving from just knowing to actually doing. Now, to really master the game, you got to think of this as the final piece of a much bigger puzzle. It builds on, well, everything we've talked about so far. If you want to go deep, you absolutely should watch our first 4 explainers. We started with what drives us as humans, then we did an intro to game theory itself, we unpacked its 3 core pillars, and then we got into those awesome real-life examples, like the prisoner's dilemma and the perfect marriage problem. Seriously, if any of that sounds new, just pause this, go watch those first. They are the foundation for everything we're going to put into practice today. So here's the game plan. First, we're going to bridge that gap from theory to real-life transformation. Then, we're going to level up through 3 stages. Level 1 is all about getting a smarter brain. Level 2 is building your strategic playbook for life. And level 3, that's about getting the psychological edge. And finally, we'll put it all together and give you a brand new strategic lens to see the world. You ready? Let's do this. Okay, first up, from theory to transformation. This is where we answer the big "so what" question. I mean, you've learned all these concepts, but how does this stuff actually change how you handle your job, your relationships, even your money? It's time to connect the dots from the classroom to the real world. Let's start leveling up. Level 1, a smarter brain. See, before you can change what you do, you have to change how you think. This first step is all about the huge cognitive upgrade you get from game theory. And I'm not kidding, we're talking about literally rewiring your mind to see everything differently. So how does this rewiring actually happen? It's a 4-step process. Think about something like asking for a raise. The old you might just walk in and ask, right? But the new you, the strategic you, starts at step 1. You analyze the whole situation. How's the company doing? Is your boss having a good week? This leads to step 2. You start to recognize patterns. You notice people tend to get raises right after a big project succeeds. So you move to step 3. You anticipate what your boss might say, the pushback, and that lets you nail step 4, thinking multiple steps ahead, with all your answers ready to go. You see the difference? You've just gone from playing checkers to playing chess. And look, this isn't just some fun mental exercise. The source material is crystal clear here. This process directly improves your critical thinking, your problem solving, and your decision-making skills. It's not just a side benefit, it's the main event. Think of it like a workout for your brain, with results you can actually see. Okay. Brain rewired? Check. Let's move on to level 2, Life's Strategic Playbook. So, we've upgraded the hardware, our mind. Now it's time to install some new software. This is where we take that new way of thinking and apply it to the actual, concrete choices you have to make every single day. And when I say playbook, I mean it's for everything. We're talking huge life's decisions, like your career path or negotiating a big salary, all the way down to the small stuff, like deciding who's going to do the dishes tonight. The strategic thinking is the same, whether you're closing a $1 million deal or trying to win a board game. It's all a game. This slide right here really shows the shift. Before, you might have been reactive, right? Acting on impulse, totally ignoring what the other person might do, and just chasing short-term wins that could cause problems later. But after your choices become strategic. You're thinking about incentives, you're considering everybody's next move, and you're maximizing your wins while minimizing your risks. You're not just a pawn on the board anymore. You're the one playing the game. And now for the final level up. Level 3, the psychological edge. Okay, we've upgraded your thinking, we've given you a playbook, but the most powerful tool of all is understanding the other players. This is where we learn how to decode the trickiest part of any game: the human mind. You know, we usually think of emotional intelligence as this soft skill, something you just kind of feel. But game theory gives it a backbone. It becomes the ability to systematically figure out the incentives, the fears, and the motivations that are driving what other people do. It's not magic. It's a framework for understanding people. And all of this is built on one simple but incredibly powerful idea. Human behavior is rarely ever random. People follow patterns. They act based on what they want, what they're afraid of. And game theory, well, that's the tool that lets you finally see those patterns and decode them. So we've climbed all 3 levels. We've done the work. What does it all add up to? It's way more than just a few new tricks. It's a completely new way of seeing everything. It's your new strategic lens. So let's recap your new superpowers. Number 1, a smarter brain for better thinking and seeing the patterns. Number 2, a strategic playbook for making smarter choices every day. And number 3, a psychological edge for a deep, real understanding of what makes people tick. Put these 3 together and you will fundamentally change how you approach, well, pretty much everything. And so that's where we leave you. You've got the theory, you've got the tools, you officially have a strategic lens to see the world. The only question left is, what move are you going to make first?